Well, hello, it is Becky Davidson, and I am a sales trainer and business growth strategist. And I want to thank you for checking out my live. And we are talking about Facebook group growth strategy, building communities, why it's for profits. So I wanted to first, I want to introduce myself so you know a little bit about who and what I am. And I'm going to touch on why Facebook groups, why you want to build a community. Before I introduce myself, I have something I want to share with you about communities, why communities are so important. And this is a quote that I found. Communities are the bedrock of human society. They are the web of connections that provide individuals with a sense of belonging, support, and strong communities foster well-being, resilience, and collective action. Communities ever since, especially, I should say, since 2020, people are driven. They crave connection, they crave community, and we want to meet, we want to connect, we want to support. And especially with the online space, we're out there by ourselves building digital businesses and we're not meeting and connecting with people. So I am a sales trainer. I help people that are sales pros, sales professionals, that are business owners, solopreneurs, anyone that wants to build a business. I teach people how to take people from cold to sold, how to navigate the cold to sold sales strategy. And that cold to sold can happen in a day, a week, a month, or years. Because we all start at some point with a cold connection. Maybe we met them in a networking event, maybe we got a referral, but at one point they were cold market. We did not know them. And then we somehow struck up a conversation and we have to convert them through some strategy and connection and a plan to get them to that sold. And that can all happen very quickly or it can take a long time. But I want you to think about this. People connect with people who are connected. Are you connected? Are you building your audience? Are you building your connections? Because if everything, you're building a business, you're talking to people, you're selling, you're promoting, you're attracting people to you. And if you want to convert the sale, if you want to close the sale, and say you have you have some competition out there and someone's considering you or maybe another product, service, or company, who would I rather work with if the price was basically the same, if the services were basically the same? I'm going to connect. I'm going to do business with the person that's connected, that has an audience, that knows a lot of people, because I would assume I want to get in their sphere, in their space. I want to be a referral partner, an ally, a connector with who and what, who their circle of influence is. So building community, building connections is such a powerful business growth strategy because it says a lot about who you are, how connected you are, how much influence you are. That's why we have influencers. People are paid big bucks for people with influence. And so how do you grow your influence? Well, you can grow your timeline, your connections on Facebook, you can grow your connections on LinkedIn or Instagram, but your community are the people that are closest to you and they see you as a leader, they see you as an expert. They build that helps you build know, like, and trust and all the things. So I absolutely feel that building community and Facebook groups are very, very valuable. So I've been building businesses for 40 years. I've been training people for 20. And so in the cold part, we have to know how to prospect, how to do lead generation, how to attract, how to hunt, how to find, how to somehow find people that want what we need and have, right? We need to connect with those people. And so as we're connecting with people, we want to book appointments and present, but sometimes people aren't ready to buy or they're not even ready to book. So how do we drip on them with information and connection and get to know them? Well, we can do that a few ways. You can get them on an email list, which of course I recommend that, but a Facebook group, a community is so extremely valuable because that builds a relationship, that builds a family, that builds a community, and people want to do business with people that they are part of a community with, that they know, that they like, they trust. And whether you're building an online digital platform on a community like Facebook or LinkedIn, or you're doing an off platform community, either way, it's really valuable to build a community. There is no doubt. Now, let's talk off platform versus Facebook, LinkedIn. I have built some off platform because everyone I had know people that sell those, and there's like school, there's other platforms. And sometimes people say, oh, but what happens if Facebook shuts down? What happens if LinkedIn shuts down? What happens if you lose your account? Yes, there is that, that risk of you building on Facebook. I think long term and off platform, community is really could be really vital and really a good thing. But I will say it is harder. It is a lot easier to build a community on Facebook. That is going to be the easiest. LinkedIn's a little bit harder, off platform is way harder. And so why is that? All your prospects, everyone's on Facebook, everyone's on LinkedIn. They're already there. It's super easy as you're connecting, is just inviting them into your Facebook group. Yes, I know not everybody has a Facebook page. Not everyone will come into your Facebook group. But I would say I've been building my Win with Becky sales training for 2 years now, and I would say 95% of my clients have a Facebook page. They may not be real active on it, but they have a Facebook page. And if they know the training is in there, they will go in there to get the training. And so, there's very, very few people that don't have a Facebook group. I mean, there are some, but you will find the majority of people do have a group, and you can get people into your group. So that's really not a big deal. Because quite honestly, if you do it off platform, the problem is maybe you'll be catering to those handful of people that don't have a Facebook group, but people aren't there. I mean, people are on Facebook every day. It's so easy to hop into that group and see what's going on. Now, I've tried building an off platform group, and it's really hard to get people from nowhere to in your group. There's no reason why they want to go into that group where they're already on Facebook. It's easy to invite them there. One, you can invite them super easy, or they can actually find your group and want to come in because people are actively hunting for keywords or certain things. Like my group is Empowered Entrepreneurs Sell More. Empowered Entrepreneurs Sell More. So if they're like entrepreneurs, sales, it'll be presented to them and they could go, "Ooh, I want to go in there." Excuse me. So I've gotten lots of people in my group. And so what happens then, I'm the leader, I kind of set the tone in there, and I am putting content and in connecting and supporting and visible. And so they know me as a leader. So you are basically nurturing relationships in that Facebook group. You are staying top of mind. You can go from cold to book an appointment, book an appointment, but if they're not ready to buy for a month or 2 months, out of sight, out of mind, all of a sudden your competition swings in and they end up signing with that person. So you want to get them into a community that they get a daily dose of what you do, who you are. And I'm not talking sales pitch, sales pitch, sales pitch. Communities are not about sales pitches. They are about building relationships, about connecting, and about bringing value. And yes, occasionally saying, hey, I've got this program if you're interested. But I teach you how to do that inside my Facebook group growth challenge. So if you are wanting to grow a group, some of the problems that I see is one, how to grow it. I find that people struggle with how to grow it, how to grow it fast, how to invite people, where to find people, how to be consistent with growing the group. So I teach how strategies, how to grow, how to mine in other groups. I have over 100 groups, a list of over 100 groups that you can promote in and that you can communicate in. I give that to you in my Facebook group growth training. But I teach you all the strategies how to grow that group and how to be consistent. And it's not so much about the size of the group because you can do a lot with 100, 200, 300, 500 people, but you have to have the long range vision to keep growing it because it's always the new and the few that make the impact inside your group. So that's a big issue. And I teach on is how to grow your group. The second thing is how to grow an engaged group, how to really build a vibrant group where people are communicating, and showing up and sharing and talking and it's valuable because if you have I hear this all the time, I have a group, but no one talks in there. I'm the only one that posts. I don't hear any, communication or I ask a question and no one answers. Well, it takes a little bit of energy to train people in the way so that they connect, they communicate, they engage, and you want to build a vibrant group. So I teach how to engage. So I talk about how to grow it. I talk about how to engage it I talk about how to leverage it both for your authority, your brand, your business, but also to leverage it for sales. I teach you how to convert, how to sell inside your group, the right way to do it, the wrong way to do it, how to build relationships in there, how to build connections, how to book appointments, how to get people on your books, how to build momentum inside your group. So that's really important. And then I also teach you how to monetize the group because that is a huge piece of it right now. I know people that are making 20,000, 30, 40, $50,000 a month just from their Facebook group, just from monetizing, not from selling them on their program, but monetizing where people are paying $100 a month, $200 a month, and they're paying for either training or certain things. So let me ask you this. Would you like to, at some point, whether it be a year from now, 2 years from now, start making 2,000, 3,000, $5,000 a month just from your Facebook group, passive residual income? Is that would that be of value to you? Well, you will never get there. You will never get to that monetization piece if you don't start growing it, engaging it, building it, and really nurturing it. So I kind of teach you what the process is to grow it, to engage it, to nurture it, to build it for influence, and how to really build a vibrant group that will funnel leads to you. The other thing that is super duper important, I know people say, "Oh, I have an email. I just want to grow my email list." Great. I celebrate that. I encourage you to grow your email list. Absolutely. Well, let me tell you, in the last 4 months, my Facebook group has led me to grow my email list over 800 people. And that's all from my Facebook group, and it's all automated. So people come in, they opt in for a giveaway, and the giveaway, and it's just all automated. I don't have to think about it. So I grew my email list by 800 just using my Facebook group. So Facebook is free. You don't have to pay anything for it. You don't have to, send ads or pay for ads to send traffic. You can grow this organically, naturally, and have a vibrant, good group that will grow your email list, will funnel leads to you, will fill your pipeline, will fill your calendar with really hot appointments, will nurture you, will brand you as a leader and an expert. It will eventually can be monetized and will be your family, your community, and your audience. So if you want like the sound of all of that, which I mean, those are music to my words or my ears. That's why I've been building groups. I have been building groups for 10 years. For every business I've built, I always have a group. It's a great one to many training. You can train, influence, nurture, communicate one to many, and they can communicate back. So it's a two-way conversation. And so I hands down recommend it. So I have a course and it's about 13, 14 videos. And right now it's $30 for the course. And we have some PDFs, we have some, little tools that I share in there, tips and strategies and how-tos tools. I walk you through exactly what to do. I wanted it to be an absolutely no-brainer price. So if you're ready to get started, click the button and let's go. Let's get you started. Have a great day. I'll talk to you real soon.